Hello, hello, hello. Today we are going to be ambitious. Today we are going to try to see if we can get through 120, 121, and Lily Cove Rival today. I pre-planned a lot of the fights. I will have to probably review them just to make sure I don't miss anything, but hopefully the fight should go quickly. Let me copy this. Let me make a post in the Discord. We are going to be live. Announcements, no stream notifications. Made this post. Alrighty, hello, hello, hello. Me no. So we have done a lot of preparation for this today. We will still have to like double check ourselves to make sure we're not missing anything, as well as if anything goes wrong and we have to reevaluate. We'll reevaluate as those things come up. But hopefully we will get through a lot of fights today very quickly. I do have a temporary stop that I'll have to do later today. No one's in chat to hear me right now, but that's why there will be a pause. If you're watching the VOD, there'll be a pause somewhere around hour and a half from now. Hopefully just for 30 minutes or less. Tate and Liza split. We are on this fight. Okie dokie. Just came from Kinokaw's stream. He got double focus band proc on MHL Grunt 1. Oh, that sucks. On that on the Arcanine. That is rough. Did he have like a good plan for it? Sometimes you can't plan around like having a guy for it. Like a rough skinner or an iron barbs. He made it out though. Good. Glad to hear it. Kendall is a goat. Kendall's a goat. What is he running? Is he running New Game Plus or what is he doing? Only would have wiped after 4. 1 death reset? Okay. Oh, wow. Getting that in a 1 death 1 DR is crazy. Well, good for him. I'm glad he got through it. Glad he got through it. I think our plan here is to lead top and have top dead Aquatail and like Silk Scarf be 63 and then be pre-damage to 82, so he sees kill. We fake out. We do 20 damage to the Aerodactyl. He sees Aquatail, fast kill, so he has to go for fast kill. He can't go for Swabber, can't go for substitute. Your NG plus wiped to Watson like 2 days ago. Did some absolute fiction. Oh, that sucks. How you liking NG plus? I don't know what your box looked like, but you have like a bunch of good stuff available for it. We're gonna go 20, and then we're going to swap into Ludicolo. Ludicolo takes the Aquatail, is straight chilling. We're gonna go Mystic Water. We do 20, then we do 12, so that's 32. 207 minus 32 is 175. Surf does 175 minimum. That's a guaranteed kill on the arrow. So fake out, surf, guaranteed kill. Aquatail can miss, so we're going to pre-damage slightly so that Charizard always sees kill with Hurricane. We're just going to pre-damage down to 170. Set of 8. We get guaranteed Charizard in with Hurricane always. And then we're going to go to like Aurorus. Aurorus takes a Hurricane and then always waits a Weather Ball. So that lets us get back into Ludi. And then Ludi takes a Weather Ball, fake out plus Surf, kills the Charizard. We get Empoleon and we go Garchomp to kill the Empoleon. Most of the early game carries are gone, is what he meant. I think I got many of the early game carries except for Viv, but I've essentially guaranteed Golly and Polt. That's nice. So if you can get through like the early to early mid game, then you have a pretty solid, Golly plus Polt is revolutionary. Golly plus Polt can take basically any box, I think. Bring Sloppy Toppy. Bring Aurorus. And then let's bring a backup Mon, maybe. Like, let's bring Penguin. And let's bring a Flyer. Let's bring, like, I think Gliscor can fly us. Bring Siggy. Why not? Can Garcho fly? No. That'd be funny if it could. He has electromagnetism. So you're gonna be here. You're gonna get the Silk Scarf. But hopefully you get through it. I think if you can get through I think it's pretty. The good news is that it's your early game that's your weakest part of it, because that's the easiest to repeat through, right? If it was like your late game that's your weakest part, that's where it's tough. Because then it's like you spend all the time getting to the late game only to find out that you're like box checked. That doesn't feel good. Go Mystic Water here. I don't think even need Soft Sand to guarantee this kill. You do not. You do not. So we can just go like Orin here. Let's go like Orin here. Shouldn't even need that. And let's give these guys Citrus, because if these guys are coming in, something's wrong. We need to level up top to 63. Get CC, that's good. We wanted to take CC, I think, anyways. Get rid of Triple Axle. Probably take a bit of a break now. Need to study for a few days anyways. That's good. I mean, a break's nice too, because you just won. So like having a little bit of time to yourself to break is good. And then we need a pre-damage. We need a pre-damage top to 82. Also made some plan to play Terraria and go skiing with my friends after exams. Hell yeah, dude. I love Terraria. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds fun. We actually don't need to always show kill to Hurricane. We only need to show kill to the top roll. So we just need to be at 204. Damage 2 to 204. Because we don't care if he clicks counter. There's no burn up AI. It's been a little bit since I had my last Terraria kick. I don't remember how long ago it was. I don't know if my wife does either. Do you remember how long ago my last Terraria kick was? I feel like my computer was over there when it was. So it's been like a year and a half, 2 years. It's been crazy. It's been a while. All right, let's run through this fight. Hopefully today will be a very productive day. I'm gonna just speed through this, I think. Unless something goes wrong, then I'll slow it down, but we're just gonna try to speed. We're gonna try to get a lot done today. He's unnerved, but that's fine. We can fake out. Go Ludi. Aquatail, he doesn't miss. That's fine. We go fake out. Then we click surf. Pasho berry is fine. The entire route speed up. Yeah, it is. The route's pretty mickey. There are a few fights that can be tricky. I've planned most of the fights. One of the fights that were planned is like the sand fight. That one's gonna be really tricky for our box. I'm not sure how we're gonna do it. And then I have not finished planning the slacking double either, but I have a general idea of how I'm gonna do it. But yeah, most of this route's pretty mickey. This is Charizard. This should always be Hurricane. We're gonna go Roars. And then this should always be Weather Ball. Back to Ludi. Or it could be counter too. That was always a possibility. We're gonna fake out, break the sash, and then surf, take the kill. The Glalie, yeah, the Glalie is tough too, so especially since I don't have any ghost types. That one's also kind of weird for us. We're risking possibly like Moody boosts, but hopefully it shouldn't be too risky, too bad. And then we get Empoleon. We just go Penguin. He can set up here. That's fine if he does. Yeah. If he doesn't set up, then he's just dead. If he did set up, he was also just dead. EQ takes the kill. And that is one down. Fly back. Hopefully, I was looking ahead to our 121. We have a really, like I said, a really good chance to get a Metacham there, but it's only a 66% chance. And if we get a Caesar, we're probably still okay. Obviously, we really want the Metacham because that's like an E4 guy. Plus, it's just like kind of broken. But we just want to avoid Cle 4. Auroras, I mean, our Aurora specifically is not incredible, but Auroras can be very good. Auroras can be very good. It's a useful mon. I don't know that it's not ever going to be like your Fragger in your box, but it's a very useful mon. Okay. I think our plan on this is we're going to lead Galvantula. Galvantula with Magnet. One-shots the Driflimp with Thunder. And then I think we're going to pre-damage very slightly so that we can get Alakazam in with Psychic, I think is the plan. Might be back a little later. Good luck with my quick fights here. Thank you. We're going to pre-damage just a little bit so that we get Alakazam for fast kill. We're going to go Empoleon. And then Empoleon is going to take a Psychic, going to take another Psychic. We're going to Icy Wind him, I think. Drop his speed. Bait Psychic. Go into Goon. Goon is faster. And then we'll finish off the kill here. And then Goon should get Body Press from the Duraludon. We show with Silk Scarf pre-burned. We show Fast Kill to Swampert. And we show Fast Kill to Alcremie. So we should always get Duraludon here, who will go for Body Slam. And to that, we can go Gardevoir. Gardevoir takes a Body Press, and then can just like kill with Moonblast. And that should give us Swampert. Might be Stealth Rocks. Might be like random move Swampert. It shouldn't be Flip Turn. It's very unlikely to be Flip Turn. If we get like maybe highest roll crit, it might be, but I think that's probably cap. And it could also be Stealth Rocks. But we can just go Ludi. And then Ludi like Giga Drain just wins this. And then Goody against this Alcremie. Like we should be basically full HP. We probably can just surf, take this kill. But we also have like Nido King available to us. Nido King can always come in and like handle this all creamy too. So it's very chill. Bring guard. Bringing you. Bringing you. Bringing you. Bringing Ludi. And bringing Galvantula. You need the magnet. And you need to be pre-damaged to 184. That's perfect. We go Empoleon. We can go Empoleon probably just like Oranberry. We don't think we need to even use the citrus. We should be just straight chilling here. And then we need a pre-burn Goon. Pre-burn 6. And he needs to hold the Silk Scarf. Hello, Michael. How are we today? Pre-burned Silk. We show fast kill to Swampert. We show fast kill to Creamy. We get guaranteed Duraludon. Speeding through the game. We are doing all right. Hopefully we can continue up the pace today. Hopefully we can continue the pace. We will have to take a break here in a little bit, like about an hour or so for 30 minutes. But these fights are pretty fast, and we have them all like pre-planned too, so it should be not bad. Go guard. Guard needs to have Pixie Plate. Pixie Plate. Ludi is gonna like fake out knock off Giga Drain, I think. If he has no Rindo, Giga Drain should just be a one-shot, right? Absolutely. So we can go like Warnberry here or something. And let's go like Wildlands here. How you doing, Michael? How's your run going? It helps that you know, I've done these fights many times. I guess not many times, but you know, I've been to this point of the game, so I kind of know what to do. They're puzzles I've solved once before. Doing well. Glad to hear it. I didn't double check my items, but I should be fine. We're magnet here. Absolutely. Okay, Thunder. This is going to give us Zam. We're going to go Pingu. I'm going to go Icy Wind. It's going very well. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. It's going to let us come into Goon on the Psychic. We are faster. We just kill this with a knockoff. Any of our moves would have killed it. This should give us Archaludon or Duraludon. Guard here. We are holding Pixie Plate. We are. So now we just kill this with Moonblast. Finally through all your exams. How'd they go? Hope you went well. You studied well. Go Ludi here. Perfecto. He can Stealth Rocks here. We're going to knock off. Perfect. And we're going to Giga. She heals all the way to full. And now we're in versus Alcremie, and we fast 2-shot with Surf. I guess after Draining Kiss heals, we don't guarantee 2-shot, but easy. We don't have a flyer. We have to run on the way back, unfortunately. Just Latin was a bit of a struggle, I can imagine. I never had to take Latin, or I never did. My wife did, though. I remember right. I think she enjoyed it. But I can imagine Latin being a difficult language. It's like there's no Latin speakers in the world, right? It's a language you can't speak. It's a dead language. Like we try to speak it, but we don't actually know how it was ever spoken. All right, double battle. I believe we are leading Sigilyph, and we're leading Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt is dead to CC from the sock. Crawdaunt can be pre-damaged. We did the Thunder Punch. He sees fast kill. He sees fast kill. We click Psycho Boost on the sock. No, we click Air Slash. You could speak it. He's sturdy, so we don't kill. I think we go Air Slash on the sock, and we protect. And then we Air Slash, kill the sock. And I think we're swapping in Swampert. Also, I think it'd be hard if you could get into it. Okay. And then we have Swampert dead to Zen Headbutt here. And dead to Close Combat or Hydro Pump. We protect and we Tailwind. No, I think we protect and we kill. We protect and we kill. And then we're still baiting Zen Headbutt into this guy. So we Tailwind and we swap you into the Zen Headbutt. And you are pre-burned and there's Tailwind. And we go Black Belt. Tailwind and swap on the same turn. So that way we have 4 turns of or 3 more turns of Tailwind. And then we kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. I know like we do speak it, but I thought like maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Not maybe. I should assume that you know more about it than me since you actually took the class, but I thought it was like that we don't actually know how it was ever spoken because it's a dead language. And so like we pronounce it based on like what we think it should have been, but like there's no way to know, right? Let's bring like Chomp as a backup. We can bring Ludi too, because he can fake out in case something goes wrong. Are you close to leveling up at all? No. Are you close to leveling up at all? Yes, you are actually. Let's just go ahead and take you to 53. You don't know that? Okay. I mean, I could be just straight up wrong, so. Crawdaunt needs to be at 146. Damage 4. To what I say? 146? 146. If we read it, you can tell which vocals are spoken long or short. It's written in the Latin language often. I will take your word for it, friend. So, I believe you. At least in the textbooks, yeah, exactly. And that's kind of the issue, right? Because the textbooks are all based off of academic learning. I think that's what I've heard. That's what I like meant by what I've heard. It's pre-burn goon. Pre-burn 6. And let's give him the black glasses. And then Swampert, in case we level up, I just want him above 85. So we can pre-damage Swampert to like 86 and it should be fine. Pre-damage 5 to 86. As long as we're not beating Meteor Mash at all, we'll always bait Zen Headbutt. And then even if we level up like 53 at 86 HP, we'll still like always be baiting Zen Headbutt, so it should be chill. Should be chill. Let's go you first. Doesn't matter if you're first or second. Shouldn't matter at least. Let's go you second. You don't need an item. You don't need an item. You don't need an item, I don't think. I think we can go itemless on like everybody. We're just air slashing the sock twice. And then psycho boosting the Polyrath once. Let's give y'all citrus, because if y'all are coming in, something's wrong. But other than that, we can just go no item on everybody else, except for Gunnar. This is the last fight in the rain, right? Pretty sure it is. Maybe we get a scale right after this too. Or candy, something like that. Speed through this. We will go air slash here, and we will go protect here. Sock flinch, that's fine. Air slash here. Into Swampert. He grew to level 53. Okay, now we go Psycho Boost here, and we click Protect. Headbutt. Now we click Tailwind, and we swap to Gunnar. And now Goon just sweeps everything. Let's go like knockoff. And then it does not matter what comes out next. Facade kills the Ursa Ring. And Facade kills the Zebstrika. How'd the Winona fight end? I did not see after the PP stalling Celesteela. So we had to steer on the PP stalling because we forgot that we were slower than it. Or we knew that we were slower than it. We just kind of forgot that he could get multiple rock slide flinches, and so we got a little unlucky that he got like a flinch crit when we went for attack. It's partially due to, poor planning, but also a little unlucky. And so we had to steer a little bit. We ended up choosing to sack our Escavalier because our Escavalier had the wrong ability. So we ended up choosing to sack him instead of our Orbeetle. Not Orbeetle, our Sigilyph. Air slash and Chade. Yeah, he was overcoat, unfortunately. So, although he was like really good IV wise and everything, he's just with the wrong ability, so he wasn't that good. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like you never want to lose anything, but if you have to lose something, you know what I mean? Just one of those things. Unfortunately, our egg was just bad for it too. Our egg being minus speed means like we couldn't even have outsped it if we had dropped his speed once. Our egg is like minus speed, 6 speed. It's just really bad, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, next fight. How are you doing, Alba? This is Parasol Lady Angelica. Singles battle, no longer in the rain. I have here that we lead Chomp. We have a lot of these prepared, by the way, so we're going to be kind of just rolling through them as fast as possible. Try to get through as many fights as we can before I have a break here in like 30 minutes. Try to see if we can get all of these rats, all of this rat done today. Soft Sand, Garchomp. Static is, let's just double check ourselves, is only on contact. Static is contact. And Earthquake is not a contact move. Does not make contact, correct. So Soft Sand, Earthquake guarantees this kill. We're faster than Mismagius, and we outdamage the Mismagius. We're faster than the Musharna, and we outdamage the Musharna. We're faster than the Chansey, and we outdamage the Chansey. Almost beat your PB. I'm getting close, man. I'm gonna catch up to you. What was your PB again? I thought is it Pyrotag? Garchomp is gonna be baiting either Toxic Counter or Seismic Toss. I think we go to Lucario. Lucario, if it's toxic, doesn't care. If it's counter, doesn't care. If it's Seismic Toss, we'll take the damage. It's fine. We'll CC, kill the Chansey. And that should get us Mismagius. Shadow Ball should always be like the best option. He might Nasty Plot. If he Nasty Plots, I don't think we care. It's just like Shadow Ball. If we take 71 and then we go -1, -1. 186 minus 71. This is 115. The only thing we care is never Dazzling Gleam, I think. Yeah, it's never Dazzling Gleam. It could be Mystical Fire, it could be Shadow Ball, but it's never Dazzling Gleam. And so we can go into Obstagoon. And Obstagoon, pre-burned. Sucker Punch is a one-shot on the Mismagius. I'm never defeating Stuntivus. So true. Why am I even trying? We just come in on the Mismagius. Sucker Punch takes this kill. And then we're here against the Musharna. If we're full HP, we maybe can try for this. No, we might just be dead to burn too. So it's going to be a Moonblast, Musharna. And also, hello, J-Mesh. How are we today? I think we can just go Delphox. We show fast 2-shot. Delphox probably just beats this thing. At the very least, Delphox can do some damage and then guarantee a Psychic so that we can come back into Obstagoon. And then finish the kill. We also could maybe go like Magic Room. That'd be funny. Is there a button for Magic Room? Magic Room, Sucker Punch on the Musharna holding a Colbur Berry might be funny. But yeah, this fight's pretty easy too. We don't even need to pre-damage anyone for this fight. Yeah, we don't need pre-damage. There are a couple of fights coming up that are kind of tough for us on it. They kind of box us a little bit. I was looking at one of them, specifically the Sandstorm fight. I was like, man, I really don't have anything that just leads on this and can one-shot him, unfortunately. They don't take boosted from knock. That's fine if they don't take boosted from knock. It's just, at the very least, it wouldn't take the reduced damage, I guess. What am I doing? I need Garchomp. Where's Garchomp? I already have Garchomp. We already have Garchomp. We need... Your steering yesterday was interesting on that random trainer. Why did you choose the team you had for that random trainer? Or for like your surf sim? Lead you. Let's give you soft sand. There's soft sand. We do not need a power item for Lucario. Just give him an orange berry or something like that. Smile. Smile. That's pre-burn 6. And let's give him like black belt, because why not? Or black glasses. Let's actually give him silk scarf. And then Delphox versus Sharna. Let's go charcoal. And this should be totally fine. Actually, we need to go Chesto, I guess, huh? It should be totally fine. It was interesting watching Katie's stream. I never catch her streams. She made a good line. She is killing it right now. Second ever woman to beat the game. Pogar. Is she the second? Or would she be more? I know there are some people in the community that are like go by, they use she, her pronouns or they, she pronouns. I'm just not going to make a statement. Let's not get canceled, chat. Not my place to count. Alrighty. Let's do this fight. Earthquake. God, this Stunfisk was really hard to calc for. This Stunfisk was a known demon. Choreo. CC. After we go -1/-1, we should always show kill to Shadow Ball. And sometimes Mystical Fire. Go Gooner. And we Sucker Punch. Take the kill. And then if he goes for Moonblast, he can like crit kill us, I think, with Burn. So we're just going to swap on the Moonblast here. Furry Bait. And we'll get in like an Overheat. Or we'll get in a Flamethrower. Dark Void. It's fine. We have a Chesto. Once we did the 31%, I think we can just swap now. Because Goon Facade should do 71 minimum. And it's either going to be Psychic or it's going to be Dark Void. Goon cares about neither of those. Very easy. Very free, very free. You're schmoving, man. I was glad that we were able to pre-plan a lot of these. Oh, but to finish what I was saying earlier, the sand fight, I was getting a little packed in by it because I don't think I have a way to like guarantee rocks don't go up. So like we're gonna try to send a range and see if we can keep rocks from going up. But I have no way to clear the rocks. So we're just gonna try to send something. And yeah, that's about it. We're gonna try to send something. This fight's funny. This is Ranger Jenna, right? This is Ranger Jenna. What we can do is actually we can lead Garchomp here with Muscle Band. And so I was looking to see if I could go into Safari Zone early to try to get a grass type to beat the thing. No spin. We don't have spin on like literally any of our guys. We could scale spin back onto Starmie, but Starmie surf plus spin is not a guaranteed kill on it. If I had Life Orb, it would be. It's again another one of those, new game plus Life Orb moments. If I had Life Orb, then like Ludi Fake Out Surf would also be a guaranteed kill. I can scale spin onto Hitmontop, but Top can't do anything. I could have spin on Armaldo, but Armaldo can't actually do anything to it either. We have Defog on Empoleon, but this thing has Earthquake, and so like Empoleon can't sit on it. I thought about lines where we lead like Sigalith and we go for Burn on it. Hopefully he kills Stealth Rocks, and then we clear his Lumberry, and then we have Flame Orb Psycho Shift over another Burn. And then like maybe we can try to set up with Empoleon to get like a defog in it, but it's just like the lines look gross. They look very, very gross. So I think what I settled on is that we're just gonna go ahead and just try to send the Ludicolo line, and hopefully we kill it, and then we don't have to worry about rocks. But if we do have to worry about rocks, it makes the Tyranitar a little tighter. The benefit that we have though is that we do have a Trace Gardevoir, and so we're going to be tracing Sandrush. We're going to be chasing Sandrush, which is really cool. So Gardevoir is going to be killing the Doggo and the Zolt. But back on the fights we're actually on. Muscle Band Garchomp against Sister Galgi. Dual Chop is a guaranteed one shot. We're faster than Pangoro and we outdamage Pangoro. We're faster than Gothitelle and we outdamage Gothitelle. We're faster than Lilligant and we outdamage Lilligant. So it's going to go in order, and we're going to get Pangoro coming in. We will Rock Tomb the Pangoro, proccing its eject pack and sending it out, which will then get us Gothitelle. He can Psychic if he wants. That's fine. We don't take that much damage. We just click EQ, and we kill the Gothitelle. And then depending on if he crit us or if he dropped us, we might get Lilligant first, or we might get Pangoro back. We don't really care either way. Because like Delphox, as long as it's not knockoff, Delphox should just be able to come in. I think it'd beat this thing. He'll go -1/-1s, and Delphox can take the skill. Actually, I think it's Gliscor. Yeah, Gliscor just does not care about the moveset of this Pangoro. So Gliscor comes into knockoff, CC, or whatever, and Acro always just kills this thing. And Delphox takes care of the Lilligant. So we'll go like we show kill here, so if we get this way, it's also fine. So we'll just go Chesto here, and Chesto Delphox should just take care of the Lilligant always. So this fight's just like really, really free because Garchomp sets it up perfectly. Let's go Muscle Band here. Let's give you Chesto. And you no item. I mean, we don't care about Quiver Dance. We don't care about Quiver Dance. If he's +1 Spit F, we chill just like Overheat does 95%. He should never be able to pedal dance anyways, because if we get him first, Garchomp is faster and shows fast 2-shot. And if we get the Pangoro first, then Gliscor shows slow kill with Acro. So like he can never click Quiver Dance. It was a joke? Okay. My bad. I have no sense of humor. I'm in a strange mood today. I feel like calm, I guess. I don't know, but at the same time it's like I want to get moving. I want to get further on the game. This is the part of the game that kind of bores me. These two routes. And I know what we have coming ahead of us. So I'm kind of thinking about what we have coming ahead of us, and that's what I'm thinking about mostly. So these two routes feel very fillery to me. Plus, I'm a little anxious about 121 because if we miss the 66% chance, we don't have good fighting types. That's something this box is missing. Is we really don't have a good fighting type right now. Our Lucario is not that good. Pangoro, we're gonna Rock Tomb. Drop his speed, send him out. Got the tell. We're gonna EQ. Okay, we get Lilligant. This should just be Pedal Dance. Or it could be Sleep Powder. Either or. Chesto. Kill with Flamethrower. I'm glad that we outspeed this thing because we're like minus speed too. Minus speed, 17 speed, but we're still able to outspeed this Lilligant. If this Lilligant was plus speed, we wouldn't outspeed it. And then this should be like knockoff. A no item Gliscor. And Acro just takes this kill. Can you fly? You can. Cool. I feel like this run is missing a really good flying type, and it's missing a really good fighting type. We have good other stuff. We have really good fire type. Like, we're also missing probably a really good grass type. And I'm really hoping we get a really good grass type from Safari Zone. If we get Shiinotic, I'll be a little sad, I'm not gonna lie. If we get Shiinotic or if we get Parasect, I'll be a little upset. I'm not gonna lie. I do think that's the one we're gonna take. What is it? It's northwest. So we have Amoonguss. But Amoonguss is the only thing we have in the northwest. So we could get Morlul, we could get Shiinotic, we could get Parasect. And those would all be not very good for us. I know Michael would love us to get Parasect. But I'm really hoping we get a Snivy, or we get a Rowlet, or we get a Chespin, or we get a Grookey. I'll even find with like Bayleaf Chikorita. But like this 30% scares me. Where like the rest of this is really nice. Honestly, the thing I want the most is a Rowlet, and I don't get to choose, but if we get a Decadewey, I'd be really, 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 really happy. The other option is to maybe go south. But it's mostly Nuzleaf Shiftry with a small chance at Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, which we would love a Bulbasaur, Venusaur. Like, I would be super stacked to get a Venusaur. But it's not likely, so that's not the way we're going to go. Okay. Ranger Lorenzo, I think we're going to lead Goon. We're going to be pre-burned. We don't show fast kill. But he sees Fimp is a fast kill on us. So he's going to go for Fimp. We're going to detect, take a burn tick. And then I think we're going to go Black Glasses. I think if we if he doesn't do damage, I don't think his bug gem goes away. I'm not positive about that. We'll see if it procs or not. If it doesn't proc, then we'll knock off. If it does proc, we'll facade. But either way, it should send the Golly out. And it should give us Mill Tank. And then we'll be pre-damaged to that 2 ticks of burn. We need to make sure that 2 ticks of burn always shows body press a kill. Let me calculate what I need to be for that too. I need to be at 192 after 2 ticks of burn. 226 divided by 16 is 14. 192 plus 28 is 220 HP. So I need a pre-damage obscure to 220. We get guaranteed body press out of the Mill Tank. And then I think we just go Chomp. Chomp comes into the body press. He takes Iron Barbs. And then we just go like Earthquake, and we just take this kill. We'll go Cherry Berry, because it could be Body Slam. We go Cherry Berry and then Earthquake. That should guarantee kill. Like, we're only doing 100, but he's going to take Rough Skin here, and he's going to take Rough Skin here. So he's going to take 2 ticks of Rough Skin. So that should be a guaranteed kill. We show fast kill to Mime, so it should never be Mime. If we went for Facade, we probably show kill to the Glisopod, so it shouldn't be Glisopod. It's most likely going to be Appleton, who we show fast 2-shot to, and it's going to be like Apple Acid. So we're going to go, I think, Dragalge. And then Dragalge is going to drop a Draco on this thing. And then Dragalge is most likely, I think, to get us Mr. Mime with Psychic. So Mr. Mime comes in. I think we're going to go Penguin. And Penguin should just be able to take this kill. Like, we take our Psychic just fine. We can go Icy Wind, and we can go Flash Cannon. Or we can just go, like, Flash Cannon Aqua Jet. Because he's going to take 10%. He's going to take 20%. 20% plus, like, 60 is, like... Flash Cannon Aqua Jet from both of his things should be a guaranteed kill. And then, like, Glisopod comes back in, and, like, we can just throw Zone at it or something. Zone should just be able to beat this thing, no problem. Let's bring Gliscor as our flyer instead of Siggy, I think, though. Bring you. Let's bring Apollyon. We have Garchomp already. We need Dragalge. Am I blind? I have such a hard time finding Dragalge in this box for some reason. There he is. I don't know why, but I have such a hard time seeing him in the box. I don't know if it's a color blindness thing or what, but... Okay, let's pre-burn you and pre-damage you. Pre-damage to 220. Burn 1. Let's go Cherry Berry. I'm gonna go like just Citrus here. We're gonna go Dragon Fang here. And let's go like Orin here. You can have a Citrus. I do have a quick break I'm gonna have to take here in about 17 minutes. Should hopefully be for 30 minutes or less. But we should be able to get through this fight hopefully before that. It's up this one. I think it's the next one. You need an item. I think we were supposed to have black glasses on this guy. And then the important items are like you need a cherry, you need a dragon fang, everything else should be pretty chill. Okay, this should be Fimp. Detect. Okay, so that does not look like it used the bug gem. I don't think it should have. We're gonna knock off this now. Black glasses. Knock off should do 54%. That should proc his emergency exit. Let's get this mill tank. We take a second, take a burn. Mill tank now always sees killed a body press. We're gonna Garchomp. He takes rough skin. We have Cherry Berry. We show fast 2-shot, so we can't click Curse. We're going to click Earthquake. Rough Skin procs again. Earthquake takes the kill. This is Glisopod again. Okay. This is going to be, does not have Bug Gem. I don't show kill. This could be Fimp. This could be Liquidation, or it could be Leech Life. It's like all three. I do have a Cherry Berry. It cannot be knockoff, but everything else is possible. Are we ever did like a Fimp crit? Yes, we are. We just go zone. We just go zone. I didn't think about getting this guy, so I don't know what we're getting next. My guess would be Mime. I think Mime is probably faster. Yeah. Faster, no damage. So this should just be like Mystical Fire guaranteed. Which should just be fine. And Empoleon should just be able to take it. It's chill. And like Flash Cannon into Aqua Jet should always kill. After 2 ticks of Life Orb. And then this is like Body Press or it's Iron Defense. We don't care either way. Let's go here. And then we just kill with Draco Meteor. It's like first Draco dropped. First or second Draco dropped. We have not dropped many Dracos this run. Clean export to the calc again. Okay. Next one's the Bug Maniac. I hate this guy. I hate this guy specifically because the calc breaks on him. Not because he's hard or anything, just it's annoying. I will say though that this guy's not free for us because we don't have a good flying type to teach dual wing beat to. So it's like not free for us. I think the plan is because like the first Viv does not have Compound Eyes, or does it? No, it's Shield Dust. The first 2 have Shield Dust. And they have Focus Sash. And then the first one specifically has Air Slash, Energy Web. Energy Ball, Electro Web, and Endeavor. And so I think we're leading Goon against it. And I think like knockoff plus Sucker Punch always just kills. I think actually like pre-burn Sucker Punch always kills too. So I think that's the goal, is to like sucker punch, sucker punch. What I don't know is Endeavor. If it's considered attack, if sucker punch will work before it. I think it does, but I don't know that for a fact. But sucker punch, sucker punch. If we can't be pre-burned, I think we. If Endeavor's not an attack and he takes us down to 1 HP, because we like sucker punch crit him. Can I just be black glasses? Okay, I can be black glasses and not be burned. And then just sucker punch, sucker punch. That should be also be fine. The second one has bug buzz, air slash, psychic. Bug buzz should always kill. Quiver. I imagine bug buzz. If we take as long as we take like any damage, should like always see kill. If we're full HP, he might quiver dance, and that might be spooky. We'll probably pre-damage. And then sucker punch, sucker punch. That should be fine. We can pre-damage. I mean, does the life orb one see kill always? Okay. No, not always. We can pre-damage to 257. Yeah, that should be fine. So we're not going to pre-burn. We're just going to get black glasses. We're going to be pre-damage that hypothetically if we take no damage. There should never be a world where we take no damage. So I'm not even going to pre-damage. It's fine. Because if it's Electro Web, it should just be like Viv. It should be this Viv instead of the other one. Focus Sash. And then I think the plan is to go like Penguin. And just go like Flash Cannon. And we don't really care if he quiver dances at all. And then we get the last Viv. I think we're actually going to go like Persian Berry and Empoleon too. If he's -1, our Empoleon's faster. So very likely, as long as we're not dead to like Hurricane Crit, we can Icy win this and then take the kill. If he does Quiver Dance, is that spooky? Probably not. Probably just Zone. Zone with the Chesto should be chill. Zone with the Lum. Oh, Chesto. Okay, we're gonna do this fight, and this is probably gonna be our last fight before I have to take a quick break. Maybe we can squeeze one more in. Do I have Penguin and Zone already? And you, perfect. Let's bring. Can I bring like our unaware guy? Like a Fable? I think this should be okay. Hopefully we don't wipe to a Viv trainer. That'd be embarrassing. That would be embarrassing. Lum you. And let's give you Chesto. go like citrus. That would be embarrassing. I wish we had a fast flying type to teach dual wing beat too. I didn't look to see if any of my guys learned dual wing beat. And sucker, take air slash. All right, at 150. Bug Bus should always see kill. So this should be the second Viv, I believe, that we get. This should be the Viv that has air slash psychic and Bug Buzz. Perfecto. Goes for Quiver Dance. It's fine. Oh, his spit. Oh, we crit anyways. Okay, never punish. I was about to say his spit F raises. Actually, that might be a concern. But nope. All right, we're very healthy against this next one. And this one might go for Quiver Dance again as well. We're just going to go for, I guess, Icy Wind. Still just neutral speed. He's +1 special attack, +1 spit def. We have a Lumberry. Now he's -1 speed, so Penguin's just faster, and we should always kill with a Flash Cannon. Okay, cool. Known Demon, Bug Maniac Jeffrey. Yeah, okay. I think this is we all the time we have right now. I'm gonna have to take a quick break, chat. 30 minutes. Hopefully that is all. Hopefully faster, actually. It's a very real chance that it's faster than that. But I will be back momentarily. Say BRIB. And we will BRIB at 3 o'clock CST. Make sure y'all can still hear Spotify. You can. Let me mute my mic. All right. See you in a little bit, chat. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okie dokie. Where was I? Where was I? I believe we were on Rune Maniac Chip. Let me turn this light on. Should have a pretty clean line for this. We are going to lead Starmie. Starmie is going to have Miracle Seed, or not Miracle Seed, Mystica Water. Surf is going to one-shot the Armaldo. We are faster than everything else, which means Kraydilly comes in with Power Whip. We're going to use Viv as just a pivot, take a Power Whip, bait a Rock Slide, get into Garchomp, Soft Sand. Garchomp is never dead to Rock Slide plus Power Whip crits. We go EQ, kill the Kraydilly. 127. 27 plus 127 is 254. 222 divided by 16 is 13. So 222 plus 13 is only 235 HP effective. That's a guaranteed kill. And then Garchomp, Earthquake, chains the Tyrantrum. And then Garchomp, Earthquake, chains the Aurorus. So let's give you Soft Sand. Soft Sand. Let's bring Starmie. And we're bringing Viv as just a pivot. You need Mystic Water. You need a good attitude. Let's go Oranberry or something. And you are Soft Sand, and we're good. Let's go do this fight. Make sure I don't have on rain in the calc. I don't. Okay. Is there anything over here? I don't think there is, but I check this every time. Yeah. This one, and this is the guy we're fighting. Surf. One shot. Should bait Kraydilly with Power Whip. Use Viv as a pivot here. We take a Power Whip. Always bait Rock Slide. Go Garchomp. And then Earthquake. Earthquake should take this kill. And then Earthquake kills the Tyrantrum. Let me make sure I'm Soft Sands. That one looked like it did less than I thought it would. Okay, we did. Must have like min-rolled that first Earthquake. And then Earthquake or Iron Head kills the Aurorus. No Prio moves, no Prio moves. Just double checking myself. Okie dokie. Let's fly back. This next fight is rough for us. We're going to talk about this for a little bit. We're going to think about this for a little bit too. Just refresh our mind and see if we can think of like any other better option. This is the Moxie fight. Right? I'm pretty sure this is the Moxie fight. Calc's wrong. Doc's wrong fight. So the tricky part with this fight is honestly, this Glalie and Lucario can kind of one-shot it, but if Lucario comes in on an Icy Wind, then we're dead. And so I think the plan is like, also this Licky Licky is really annoying too. I think the plan is that we lead Galvantula dead to Body Slam. We Volt Switch, we do 22%, we're pre-damaged to 43.9, so he has to click Body Slam, he can't explode on turn 0. We Volt Switch doing 22%, and then like Body Slam, we go into Obstagoon, who's pre-burned. And we're holding like Silk Scarf. That away Facade. Maybe we don't even have to be holding Silk Scarf. We might be able to go Magnet here. Magnet, Volt Switch does 67. 252 minus 67 is 185. Pre-burn Goon. Facade does 186. That is a guaranteed kill, so we don't have to go Silk Scarf here. But the hope is that like we can like just take a Body Slam, take this kill. We tried to think about an angle where we could get knockoff instead, to make sure we take as little as possible. But I don't know if that actually works. We show fast kill to the Cursola, so Cursola shouldn't be able to come out. We show fast kill to the Glalie, and that was part of the issue too, is we kind of hoped we'd be able to get like chain the Cursola to this, but that would involve Obstagoon killing this Zoroark, which is not the easiest. If we could get a guaranteed like flamethrower to come in on, we probably could after like we did damage. Try to like finish it with a sucker punch or something like that, or if we could drop his speed somehow. But we show kill, so we can't go for Nasty Pot. This should just be guaranteed Aura Sphere. My original line was that I would go like Garchomp or something like that, and maybe it's still Garchomp. Garchomp come in on like Aura Sphere. And then like Soft Sand EQ does take this kill. But unfortunately, that means we show kill to the Cursola. And we don't show kill to the Glalie. If we, this is another moment where like Life Orb would solve this issue for us, because then we'd be able to get Glalie last. But we don't have that opportunity for us. Aura Sphere, Night Days crit can kill us. I think I had a thought briefly of like going like Clefable on the Aura Sphere, because Clefable unaware should ignore accuracy drops. Pokemon with this ability uses a damaging move or is targeted by a damaging move. The other Pokemon stat changes are ignored. The other Pokemon stat changes. Interesting, but not our own. Wait, what? So that means we can miss if we get accuracy dropped. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. That's good to know. Interesting. Okay, well, that's good to know. But the thought is like maybe we can like Draining Kiss, and if we kill, then whatever. But I think the also thought was like maybe Iron Ball can get in Cursola with Shadow Ball, but it's like Shadow Ball or Hydro Pump. If we take the and we can get Glalie, it's like Freeze Dry or Icy Wind, which is just unfortunate, because then like we're slower and he can explode, which then means like Lucario can just die to this thing. We would like to see if maybe like Lucario could also like Vacuum Wave the Zoroark. That would be pretty cool. But we can't. Not without doing like damage. And then if we could like kill the Zoroark and get Shadow Ball Cursola, we'd love that, because then we can go Goon and just sucker punch it till it dies. And then we chain the Glalie. That's what we would love to do. We'd really love to do that. You do take Aura Sphere well. Then you bait random move. This is where we wish we had like an Eldegoss to drop his speed. Because like Penguin, I don't think can do this either. I think we thought about leveling up like top. Why do I have Crawdaunt on my... Why do I have Crawdaunt on this team? Can Crawdaunt beat the Zoroark? No shot, right? Is it because Crawdaunt fast kills the Cursola? We can always come into either move if we get the Cursola last. I think that's what the thought was. If we get the Cursola last, then Crawdaunt can just come in and knock off, take the kill. It's never dead any crits or anything. If we could guarantee Shadow Ball, obviously Upscoon could come in, but that means we have to guarantee that. And after taking a Body Slam, we can't. Hydro Pump crits do like 80%, so after burn chips, we might just be risking stuff. Especially if after we came back in on a Flamethrower. If we had a way to slow flip this guy too, that'd be pretty cool. Clefable maybe could like Encore it. The thing with Clefable is if we're Iron Ball Clefable, then the Corsola should always see that it out damages us. It's fast out damage, but we can't guarantee that it doesn't just explode turn 0. And that's kind of like the crux of all this, is we can never make sure this thing just doesn't explode. We have like no consistent way. Like I also thought about top coming in on Aura Sphere. If we level top all the way up to 73, if we level him up to cap, Fake Out Mach Punch is a guaranteed one-shot on the Zoroark. But that unfortunately means that Corsola is slower than us even with Iron Ball. And I guess we can make sure Glalie doesn't see kill. And we should always out damage Glalie. But I don't think we can guarantee... Can I guarantee that Shadow Ball always sees kill? The problem is that it's Shadow Ball or Hydro Pump. That was the problem here. And so we probably can't get back into Goon. Unless we have a different way to kill this Licky Licky. And I don't think we do. This Licky Licky's like really, really annoying. I thought about briefly about like leading Magnezone and just going like Metal Sound with no item. And just hope he doesn't explode. It's only like he has like a 4% chance to explode every turn, right? So we'd be risking like 4%, which would be just does not sound fun to do. And I don't think if we have Magnet, I don't think we can. If we have Magnet, he has knockoff anyways, so. Hypothetically, we could also just lead like Goon and just say Facade plus Sucker Punch. Unfortunately, like Silk Scarf Facade doesn't one-shot, just like we do 88%. We do have Encore Mons, but like none of our Encore Mons can do this. And unfortunately, my Clefable is slower than the Licky Licky. hypothetically, we could risk Clefable to a boom and just like encore the body slam maybe, but I don't think that works. If we scaled Clefable's speed, which I don't want to do, then we could swap Clefable into a knockoff and encore it, but like I don't want to scale Clefable speed. That sounds really ass. Armaldo all the way up to like 73 is still just dead to explosions. We can't get crit, but we're still just dead to explosions. We could intim him or burn him maybe, but like Sigaliv comes in. If Sigaliv is holding an item, let's say we're holding like Apricot Berry, and we're pre-damaged to be dead to knockoff 162. We're pre-burned as well. And then we burn it, pre-damaged to 126. Knockoff crit can never kill us. And that's like an interesting thought. After it knocks off our berry, though, if we take minimum damage of 63 from 126, puts us at 63, which means that he won't see kill. So then it's like he could explode. If he could explode, but he's burned, like, do we care? Maybe that's the question. That's an interesting thought that I hadn't thought of. Also, if he's burned and we have an item, can I be, what does crit knockoff do? Does 112. Can I be, if I'm 113 minus 63, I could be as, I'll be as high as 50. I could be way lower, but it'd be at like 50 HP at the highest. Would then he see, not she, would then he see kill? No. Not if he lowest rolls. If he doesn't lowest roll, then like he's likely to see kill, but not guaranteed. So that'd be an interesting thought though. Um, like if he's burned, then maybe we could just go zone. I don't know that like going zone does anything for us. Like really. Could get us like Zoroark, but it could be like nasty plot because we can't guarantee that we've taken enough damage. Yeah, it's annoying. It's like I feel like the Volt Switch plus Fast Kill is like our best way of handling it. I just wish we had someone. Maybe if we had someone who like could always take a body slam and then always bait knockoff. That way we could try to get Goon in. Where we're way healthier. The issue is the Zoroark. If we had anyone who could like sit in on the Zoroark and slow him down, then we'd probably be in a much better position. But unfortunately, Clefable does not have any. Clefable does not have any damaging moves or any like speed control moves. And if Goon comes in on a night days, which maybe we could, but if we get accuracy dropped, we're in trouble. I think at the thought of like at first is like Iron Ball, Clefable coming in, and then Draining Kissing him to 62%. And if it crit kills him, then we should still be able to bait Cursola, and then we're just risking like an explosion there. But that would let like maybe Goon come in, and then like Sucker Punch try to take the kill. With black glasses, but he's not guaranteed to go for that. Or Sphere, we could go like a Raquanid with like a zoom lens maybe to try to like make sure that we always hit with the night days. But I don't think a Raquanid can ever get Corsola either. Corsola. Plus we're faster than Corsola, which is so strange, but we are. Ludi can like come in, bait a night days, and we can like fake out. I don't know if anyone like swaps into night days like that. Like maybe Clefable does, kind of swaps into him just fine. And then baits Flamethrower. After the Dark Gem's gone, should be baiting like guaranteed Flamethrower. If we were to scale like Flip Turn on Dragalge, that might work. We flip turn and do 18%. And that lets like Lucario come in. And Vacuum Wave try to take this kill. We would like it if we could get, honestly, the Corsola first. Maybe. I don't know if we actually would like that. I don't know if that's actually truth. I think in New Game Plus, or I think in New Game Plus, what we did is like we had someone that could encore this with the knockoff, and we like ticked it down until we were able to like Volt Switch kill, is what we were able to do. I don't think I have anyone who could take a body slam and then guarantee that after a crit we're only ever baiting knockoff, which is the hard part of this. Or not the hard part, but a hard part of it. For like making sure that Goon stays as healthy as possible so that maybe Goon could try to come in on a Hydro Pump. I like the Volt Switch to have Goon kill this is nice because it does give us guaranteed Aura Sphere, which is nice. It just sucks that we have to use Goon's HP. And there's no way I'm going like lagging tail and risking an explosion on Galvantula. We need Galvantula for Magma Hideout for sure. What's the whole reason like we routed to get that? Yeah, I'm just kind of stuck. Um, the Clefable line is like interesting. Where we like try to get enough damage in with Draining Kiss, and then get Goon in on the Flamethrower and try to kill with Sucker Punch. So I don't think Flamethrower crit. This is like 50. Body Slam crit does 52. Like, then we'd have to take burn damage too. We always have people that can take the Aura Sphere and bait Night Days really well. It's just a matter of like, we have no one. I think that if he doesn't have Dark Gem, good job, Nightbot. +1 for Nightbot. If he doesn't have Dark Gem, then Penguin's problem is that he could nasty plot. We have like no one that can show Shadow Ball kill to this Corsola. Guard can, but like Guard can't kill the Zoroark. If somehow we could drop his speed once, Guard could kill the Zoroark. If we can drop his speed and then guarantee a Flamethrower or Aura Sphere, Guard comes in and then takes this kill. And then Guard is slower than the Glalie, but is faster but is dead to the Corsola. And should be able to be dead to Corsola, specifically just Shadow Ball, which would be really good for getting in Goon, actually. That's very interesting. We still, like, it doesn't change the fact we have no one to slow down this Zoroark. Flamethrower plus Aura Sphere, does it do like 2 crits kill Penguin? Yeah, they can. Plus, Flamethrower can burn. It's such a shame. We have like no one that has good speed control. For like speed control TMs, we do still have. I don't think we have Rock Tomb. We don't have Rock Tomb or Icy Wind. We have like Electro Web. I think that's the only speed control we have available to us. Yeah, it's the only one we have available to us. Our Raichu is not fast enough to encore the Aura Sphere. Top Fake Out Mach Punch can't do it either, I don't think. Maybe if we don't level up top. The problem with top is that it baits Shadow Ball or Hydro Pump, and I don't think I have anyone who takes Shadow Ball and Hydro Pump and then baits only Shadow Ball, and they can always bait Shadow Ball to make sure it can't explode. That's another issue. We have like Ludi who can always take Hydro Pump and then like should be able to bait Shadow Ball, but I don't have anyone who I think who could take either of those moves and then always bait one or the other. A full HP Armaldo can always bait Hydro Pump, which is interesting. Is it relevant? Probably not. Armaldo can't live anything from the Zorak. No Dark Gem. Leveled up. Could live in Aura Sphere plus a Night Daze if we don't get accuracy dropped, and then maybe like Leech Life. Can't guarantee it'll be full HP though. Garchomp comes in, Earthquake takes the kill. The problem is that like Garchomp is going to be baiting Freeze Dry or Icy Wind. Depending on how much damage you take from the Aura Sphere. We can like try to make it most likely Freeze Dry, but we can't guarantee it. Again, this is just one of those places where like if we had Life Orb, we would show kill with Iron Head. So we'd get Cursula, we'd chain Cursula, and then we'd get Glalie, and then we would like wouldn't worry about it. Because like if we can get Glalie last, we really don't care. Like Lucario just beats him. I will say Penguin maybe can live explosions, and maybe Penguin can beat the Glalie. Be like pre-burned, maybe. Be pre-burned and go like Metal Coat. Try to go for a Flash Cannon. Aqua Jet, take the kill. That's probably the simplest answer. Garchomp kill this and then just throw Penguin at this. Hopefully it doesn't explode crit. You would have to like get the 4% to explode and then a high roll crit after hitting us with a Freeze Dry, or Freeze Dry critting, then exploding and then critting. Or he needs to get like Moody attack boosts. That's the problem, is like the Moody part of it too is really just gross. We might be able to like risk a Fable where we come in and Encore the Glalie. If we can Encore into Freeze Dry, we probably can go Delphox and take the kill. I'm about to just throw Penguin at this. If we lose Penguin, I'll be really mad. The thing is, like with Moody, is he can get evasion boosts. Such a bitch, man. I hate this. If we can get Night Days gone, we might be able to have Goon come in on Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere plus Night Days crit doesn't kill Garchomp, and so maybe then we can Rock Tomb him. Okay. So we need someone who takes Aura Sphere and baits Night Days always. Which is like Gardevoir. Gardevoir always takes an Aura Sphere and then always baits in Night Days. He can't set up because Moonblast just Okos him. If we can get rid of his Dark Gem, actually. Can I go Zoomlands Gardevoir? Take Aura Sphere, take Night Days, and then Draining Kiss him? And then, like... Or just Moonblast him. If we get crit, we could be baiting Hydro Pump. We really would like to be faster than him. So we need someone now who takes Night Days and then baits Aura Sphere. It could be Flamethrower too. Okay. So we go Gardevoir. And then we go Clefable. He has no more Dark Gem. So now it's guaranteed Flamethrower. Then we go to Garchomp. It's guaranteed Flamethrower. We come in. He has no gem. We Rock Tomb, drop his speed. It's Night Days. Go back Clefable. Bait Aura Sphere again, or bait Flamethrower again. And Gardevoir comes in on a Flamethrower. And then we Moonblast, kill the Zoroark. If Flamethrower crits plus Aura Sphere crit could put us down to, that's like 55 damage. We could push down to 45. If we get crit on both, it could be Hydro Pump, but we can go Citrus Berry to prevent that, I think. And that should give us always Cursola Shadow Ball, which lets us go to Goon, who then Sucker Punches until the Cursola attacks, and then we kill him. And Pre-Burn Goon Facade kills the Glalie. Okay, I think that actually is riskless. I think that's riskless. So we need Guard. We need Goon. We need... Let's bring you as backup, because this is a 5-bond one, technically. We need Galvantula. We lead Galvantula with... Let's go Magnet here. Let me make sure that holding Magnet I don't bait knockoff. No, I'll always be baiting Body Slam. Okay. Let's go Magnet here, and then you need to be pre-damage to 84. Pre-damage 1, 84. Go Goon, who needs to be pre-burned. Pre-burned Goon. We don't need a power item to kill the Glalie. We don't need a power item to kill the Cursola. We shouldn't need a power item. Let's go Silk Scarf, but I don't think we need it. I think actually we do. So Silk Scarf here. And then, sorry for the dogs barking. We get you with Aura Sphere. We go Guard in the Aura Sphere. We get Night Days. We show kill, so we can't ever set up. We go Fable on the Night Days. Dark Gem goes away. We can go Citrus Berry, Clefable, and we go Citrus Berry here. We don't have Clefable. Let's grab Clefable. Not bringing you. Citrus here, Citrus here. Garchomp. Damage that we do doesn't matter, so we don't really care if we get burned. We just kind of care that we're always beating like Night Days again afterwards. But we should always. Like, it's pretty chill. Let's go Citrus Berry here as well. I'm gonna give you Black Belt. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick and then we'll do this fight. Guard should not need to be damaged at all, because Guard at the very least is always taking a flamethrower, which means we should always be baiting Shadow Ball at the Corsola. Okay, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick up chat. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Who's ready for this fight? I don't know if y'all can hear, but that was funny. My wife goes, me! My wife is funny. I blame me. My humor rubbed off on her. Can't go this way already. These are just like the ones you can toss, right? They don't do anything other than being like fling or natural gift berries or whatever. Mickle berries. Pretty sure there's nothing important about these berries. Altariate, which you can't use, but whatever. We'll pick it up. Registeel. And if we had caught Registeel as well, I really wanted to try to do a double Regi E4. That would have been fucking fire. A double Regi E4 would have broken people's minds. Okay. Let's do this. We're going to speed up through it. I think it's fine. All right, this guy is annoying. So we're going to Volt Switch here. Go to Gooner. Take the Body Slam. Pre-burnt Gooner is going to Facade here. This should always give us Zoroark. Yep, Zoroark. And this is always Aura Sphere. So we're gonna go Gardevoir. Gardevoir shows kill, so he cannot go for Nasty Plot. This has to be Night Days. Night Days. Dark Gym is gone. Crits us. Crazy with it. This has to be flamethrower now. So we're gonna go Garchomp. Burn shouldn't matter. We're gonna go Rock Tomb. Ooh, burn might matter. If I'm burned, do I show kill? I show fast 2-shot still with Earthquake. That's crazy. Burned Garchomp still shows fast 2-shot to Zoroark. So this has to be Night Days. He's -1 speed. So we go back to Clefable now. Citrus Berry Proc. Clefable gets us guaranteed Flamethrower. So now we go to Guard. Now Guard is faster. We're at 122. Glalie never sees a kill at 122. Ursula always sees a kill with Shadow Ball, never sees a kill with Hydro Pump. So we go Moonblast. This gets us Cursula. We traced. That's a weird interaction. Guaranteed Shadow Ball means we're going to go to Goon. And then we just Sucker Punch until it attacks. Now Glalie's out, and we Fachad. He protects? He can protect turn 1? Okay. He can protect turn 1? Oh, we're burned. Oh, that's why. That could have been really bad. I mean, it wouldn't have been that bad, I guess. We still have Aura Sphere in the back with Aura Farmer, so we likely would have been okay, but I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. These are like some of the most annoying fights now. Now we're getting to like the tough fights since we don't have certain things. All right, I do not have a line. I do have a line for this fight, I think. No, the next fight is... Yeah, okay. I think I do have a line for this fight. We probably need to review it, but I think I have a line for this fight. The thought for this fight, I think, is that we're going to lead Penguin. And he's going to become water type. I want to say the thought was that just Empoleon just beats him. But I don't know if that's actually true. Why did I think Empoleon did like more damage than this? If we Icy Wind him twice, we're faster. But then like Hydro Pump still does a good chunk of change. Do I have anyone who baits extrasensory out of this? If I level up Hitmontop, he does. It's kind of crazy that I have just no one to bait psychic moves specifically. I don't think any of y'all do. It's kind of weird that Lucario baits Hydro Pump too. I would have thought Lucario would have baited extrasensory. I mean, we can always leave like Ludi, and we can like fake out, do 10%, fake gunk shot. What if we change up the plan a little bit? What's our original line here? The original line was a 5-mon line, so let's see if we can change that. Let's see if we go like Ludi lead, we fake out, we bait gunk shot, we go like Lucario on the gunk shot, obviously, and then take no damage. We bait Hydro Pump, we go to here, he takes 10%, we fake out. We go until well, he won't be dark at any point anymore. But like once Vacuum Wave can do 27%, then we have like Vacuum Wave Lucario finish the kill. We'll do like 5 fake outs, but he'll also be taking Life Orb Chip when we do come in on the Hydro Pumps. And the thought is that Lucario can get Earthquake to Trio. And so we go Shed Shell Lucario. And we go like Sigilyph. We can be pre-damaged to be dead to Stone Edge, so he sees kill on it, maybe. And then Goon can come in. Be pre-burned. Go for Sucker Punch, take the kill. Gets us like Superpower, maybe X-Scissor, but it's mostly just Superpower. It could be X-Scissor though. And then I think the thought was like Nidoking comes in on Superpower. Gets a Bulldoze in to like drop this guy's speed. And we're only ever going to be like Superpowering or X-Scissoring from him. Which Garchomp should like always be able to come in on, and then Garchomp should probably be able to finish this kill with an Earthquake. If he Swords Dance and he's +2, is Garchomp ever dead to an X-Scissor crit? No. If we ever dead to a Superpower crit? Never. So, Nidoking can like likely just Bulldoze him. And after a Bulldoze, we should show Fast 2-Shot. So then it'll be like X-Scissor or whatever. But we only did 23%. We would really like it if we could make sure he comes in on a Superpower. But if Stone Edge like crits us, we can't guarantee it's not X-Scissor. It's most likely to be Superpower, but we can't guarantee it. Garchomp is not faster either. That'd be good if Garchomp was faster, maybe, and then we could show fast two shot and just go Earthquake, Earthquake, but we're just barely not faster than this thing. Can he Swords Dance if we're unaware? Unaware. Unless the move is Power Up Punch, Swords Dance, or Howl, it's minus 20. So Swords Dance is just +6. That makes no sense to me. If we're unaware, like, we don't. So maybe Clefable just like encores and hopes he goes for Swords Dance. And if we can encore Swords Dance, then we probably can just. Why did I think Penguin could just beat this Greninja? I really wish I had something that just baited extrasensory. It'd be a lot easier if I just had something that baited extrasensory. There's no one I would have missed that would have. Like, the only people I could think of that would have do it is like Nidoking, but Nidoking baits Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, or Extrasensory. And then Dragalge, but apparently Dragalge baits Ice Beam over Extrasensory. If we slow him down, if he's -2, so like instead of Lucario, we could like Penguin lead, maybe. What else is Lucario doing? Is Lucario is only coming in on gunk shots and then vacuum waving this and then baiting in Dugtrio? Can Lucario do something else? Like anything else? If we have someone that baits Rock Slide, Lucario can take the Rock Slide and make sure it's superpower. That actually would be kind of cool. Who else can beat this Dugtrio? Honestly, my Gliscor just kind of beats the Dugtrio. He's just going to go for Final Gambit. And then we're going to get Sucker Punched. Which we don't want, because we're Mind Speed 3 speed, we're slower than this Bisharp, which is fucking wild. We'd love if Sigilyph could maybe kill the Dugtrio, but I don't think we can have Sigilyph kill the Dugtrio. Unless we're just gonna like start his crits, and in which case, like, if we're doing that, like, why we did? It's just not a good plan. Carnivine would definitely get Sucker Punch or get like Pursuit Trapped, probably. Definitely, probably. Like, hypothetically, we could come in on the Earthquake with Chronovine. And then it's like most likely Final Gambit, but we can't guarantee it because also Memento exists. Which is why we want to go Goon so that we can Sucker Punch it. After we Sucker Punch it and we're baiting like X Scissor or Superpower, do I have someone who takes both of those and then always dies to Rock Slide? Like, there's no way I ever go back to like Sigilyph, is there? Sigilyph had to be pre-damaged to bait Stone Edge, so we had to be at like 71%. X's are just too much to us. Do I have a different flying type? Gliscor would bait like Swords Dance. It'd be Rock Slide or Swords Dance. Gliscor can't do the Durant. I need something that's takes X's or Superpower and always did the Rock Slide. Viv? Question mark? Viv at full HP bait Stone Edge. So Viv at full HP can probably take X Scissor Superpower and then always bait Rock Slide actually. So it's the same thing except instead of Sigilyph we use Viv here. And that way one Goon is in and we're baiting Superpower or X Scissor. Then we go to Viv, who then baits specifically Rock Slide, which lets us go back to Lucario, who's still full HP, takes the Rock Slide, baits guaranteed Superpower. And then that way we can go to the Nidoking, and he goes -1 attack, -1 defense. And then Nidoking Bulldoze drops the speed. If we're... Actually, can we just go Soft Sand here? If we're baiting guaranteed Superpower, we actually might still just be able to go back to Viv and still bait Rock Slide. But then he could Swords Dance because Lucario won't show kill to Superpower. We get pre-damage Lucario. Lucario does not have to be full HP, I don't think, does he? We have to be above Extra Sensory, so we actually probably can't. But I think that's fine as long as it's one Superpower. We can just go straight to Nidoking, I think, at the Superpower. We could go to Viv and then get the Rock Slide to go to this, which lets us come in on Rock Slide, which is just better for us. He's -1/-1. And with Soft Sand, Bulldoze plus Earthquake always kills the Durant. Soft Sand does not one-shot the Bisharp, though, with Nidoking. But Nidoking can Bulldoze without Soft Sand. He's -1/-1. He might Swords Dance after this Bulldoze, so he might be +1. But Garchomp can always handle a +1. And then Earthquake definitely kills. And Garchomp's Earthquake definitely kills Bisharp's. Our Nidoking doesn't, but Garchomp's definitely does. And we should always live a Sucker Punch. That is maybe the last question to have here is if he's +1. Actually, then we just kill with Nidoking. So we kill with Nidoking. Do we have to have Soft Sand? That's fine, because we don't need Soft Sand Garchomp to kill the Bisharp. Okay, that's perfect then. So Soft Sand Nidoking will kill the Durant, and then we'll get Sucker Punch out of the Bisharp because we show kill. It could be Zen Headbutt, but also we don't care about that. We'll just go to Garchomp and then just take the kill. Okay. That works. Good plan. Okay, plan. You... we're bringing Viv. I can't believe Viv, our underlevel Protect bot, has come to multiple fights just because it's so easily dead to rock moves. Bring you. We're bringing you. You're going to get soft sand. We are bringing you. One second, chat. Okay. All right. Who else do I need? You. Okay. So we are leading. We're leading Ludicolo. What happens if hydro pumps keep missing? He only has 5 of them. And vacuum wave only does 27%. If he runs out, maybe then we go Goon. Goon won't get us to trio right away, though. If Goon takes the kill, Goon will get us Durant, and we'd be really worried about that. If it's Durant, we have to kill the if we have to kill the Durant with Lucario. Because we're gonna go Shed Shell Lucario. We're only gonna get like 50% guaranteed from fake outs. So that means he's gonna have to hit 3 of the Hydro Pumps. Luckily he has 7 of them. That's probably pretty reasonable to expect. If it's in like extra sensories, we could go to like Goon. I mean, Ludicolo can probably take at least 1 extra sensory, maybe. We'll go like Citrus Ludicolo. The other option is to maybe go Lepa Berry. That way we can guarantee fake him out enough times. But I think if we do that, we might be risk of baiting Ice Beams sometimes. This is a weird line. This is a weird plan. I actually don't like this plan. I don't like this plan. They'll probably be fine. I hate saying you'll probably be fine, but it'll probably be fine. Give you a citrus. You need to be pre-burned. Sucker Punch is a guaranteed kill, even without a power item, as long as we're pre-burned. If we have to, we might just lose Nidoking. We might just have Nidoking get sacked to the Duck Trio. If that happens, it happens, I think. It's kind of what I'm going to roll with. Let's go Black Glasses here. You're going to get Soft Sand. You shouldn't need anything, so let's just go Citrus here. Okay, let's do this fight. After this, I think we have the double battle, which we have not fully planned out. We'll need to plan out the double battle. We have an idea of what we're going to do. I just need to make sure nothing can go wrong in it. Because I think we might send a range on the first turn, and it's just I need to think about what happens if we miss the range, but it shouldn't be too bad. Lucario does not need to be pre-damaged or always been a gunk shot. Yeah. He might run that gunk shots, actually. He only has 5. If he runs out of gunk shots, he's going to start going for ice beams. So we need him to hit Hydro Pumps. We might be able to be like pre-burned Lucario. Is he always going for Ice Beam versus Ludicolo if he runs out of gunk shots? No, he could go for extra sentries. Oh. So that means we really need him to hit these Hydro Pumps. The less I'm thinking about this, the less I like it. We could possibly lead Penguin and Icy Wind the Greninja twice. And then go Ludi on the Hydro Pump, and then Giga Drain, finish the kill, go back to full HP. Ludi full HP gives us Durant. Oh, we don't want to be full HP because of X-Scissor. If it's Ice Beam Extra Sensory, we might have to like stay in with Ludi and try to knock him off, which we might be risking crits plus freezes. All this would be changed if I just leveled up my Hitmontop. I think if we level up top to 60 to 73, like Fake Out Mach Punch is just a kill. It's not a kill. It's close. It's very close. Also, top just does also bait extrasensory if we level up a little bit. So that means we'd be able to go like Goon and then Sucker Punch, take the kill. And bait like specifically Superpower. Go Nidoking on the Superpower. He's -1/-1. Go like Bulldoze, Earthquake. Get Duck Trio, have Shell, Nidoking maybe. It probably works. How high do I have to level up my top to not be anything but extrasensory? 66? 66 still pretty low. Bait specifically extrasensory. Swap to Goon. He turns to Psychic type. We're pre-burned. We Sucker Punch before he changes type. We kill. We're full HP Goon. We bait Superpower. We probably could go Viv. Bait Rock Slide.
Huge!
Holy, what a raid. Thank you. Hello, Ham. How you doing, man? Thank you for the follow, Missy. Appreciate y'all. Y'all cut me rethinking my decisions right before I did this fight. How was stream, Hammy? How was stream? What did we get up to today? Hopefully y'all having to listen to a bunch of ads right now. Eris, thank you for the follow. Ham, thank you for the follow. Breezy, thank you for the follow. Holy shit, what a raid, man. That's 4 follows. Crazy. Went well, caught you a couple shinies, and now I'm in on Wobbuffet. Hell yeah, dude. Are you shiny hunting or are you nuzlocking? Big Man Blastoise, hell yeah! I love seeing that thing in the chat. For y'all that don't know me, I'm AG. I am a Nuzlocker. I have beaten this game. This is a game called RunAndBun, which is considered one of the hardest. On Fridays we do Nuzlocking. Ooh, that's fun. Can't make it full. I think like the next time you run it in the next message, but yeah. I've beaten this game once before. I am number 44 in the list, and it is custom when you do this game in the E4 to bring new guys. I brought Blastoise. It's the first time he'd ever been champed, as well as Caracosta, and so I added that as part of my emotes after that. I have beaten this game again in New Game Plus, which is in a method of playing where you can no longer get any of the encounters you got on your winning run, which is a much harder challenge. And we won that. And now, because I am a masochist, we are running New Game Plus, which means I have very few encounters available to me. And it's a challenge because of it. Because we get far less good encounters. So I am going to pivot. We're going to change our line. Let's go bring top. I think I talked myself into changing the line. We're going to top bait extrasensory. We're going to swap into Obstagoon. We're going to Sucker Punch the Greninja to take its kill. It's Protean. It's going to change to Psychic type. Pre-burned Guts Obstagoon. Sucker Punch is a guaranteed kill. At full HP, minus the 1 burn tick. We should bait Durant, who's faster and sees skill with Superpower. The only thing to be careful about is this Duck Trio, but he can't come in. We actually might be able to pre-damage to get this Duck Trio. If we pre-damage to 57... we get Duck Trio, and then we can Sucker Punch kill the Duck Trio too. And that would give us Durant with X Scissor Superpower. which means we might get Viv. We want something to take those and bait. We want something that takes X's or superpower and then always baits superpower, but I don't think we have that. Okay. So we go Goon, we get the superpower. We go Nidoking, the Durant goes -1/-1. Let's go Viv. Bait Rock Slide and then get Nidoking into the Rock Slide. That's much better for us. And then we can Bulldoze, Earthquake. I think that should guarantee us the kill. We're going to go Shed Shell, so we get Dugtrio. We swap to Viv to bait guaranteed Stone Edge, and then we go to Obstagoon, who then Sucker Punches, kills the Dugtrio. And then we get Bisharp last. And we go Garchomp and kill. Okay, I like that. We have to level up one of our Protect bots, which you usually want to try to keep as low as possible. But this is a safer line. And in Nuzlocking, you know, safety is the #1 key. Especially when you have limited resources and limited encounters. So top needs to be leveled up to 65. Is that what I said? 66? 66. We're doing that specifically so the Gyaraninja sees kills with no other moves other than extrasensory. 66. We're not going to pre-damage. And then instead of Soft Sand, you need to have the Shed Shell. We only get one because this is New Game ++, meaning that we are unable to catch a Kecleon who has the second Shed Shell that you usually get in a normal run. Which is very influential in the hardest part of the game of Hell Room. Let's pre-burn our Guts Obstagoon. And then I think we're ready. Sucker Punch kills this. We get this. We go Viv. Get Rock Slide. Go Nidoking. Nidoking has the Shed Shell. Take this kill. Get this. Yeah, we should be ready. What do you usually do? I don't know if you're still here or not, but what do you usually do your shiny hunting in? Are you doing it on an emulator or are you playing ZA? Because I've been doing a lot of shiny hunting in ZA as well. I sometimes do it on stream. Usually once like my brain power for Nuzlocking wears out, I will sometimes boot up and shiny hunt in ZA. Is it ZA or like the real games? Okay. This is the ninja we're facing, right? Okay. Let's run it. So this fight's tricky because you have to navigate around the Arena Trap Dugtrio. And then all the time in the back, there's a Durant that has Focus Sash that can set up with Swords Dance. So you have to be very careful about handling that. And then also you have to be careful about the Bisharp here, who has Pursuit with Black Glasses. So you can get yourself Pursuit trapped if you're not careful. So the game changes between different hunts. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. I like that. I like that. Let me export. Have you tried out RunAndBun for Nuzlocking? We have someone in the Nuzlocke community who is trying to shiny hunt shiny Nuzlocke RunAndBun, where they're having like 16 emulators open at the same time so they can shiny hunt. This is guaranteed extra sensory. We do not need a fake out. We're going to go to our goon, who is obviously immune to extra sensory because he's a dark type. But this Greninja is Protean. So he's going to change from water dark type to psychic type. And he is faster than us, but we are able to use Sucker Punch to take this kill. Since she changed to psychic type, it's a guaranteed one-shot. This is going to bait us in Durant, who sees fast kill on us with superpower. And it's guaranteed superpower. We're going to swap to Viv, who takes the superpower very, very well. And most importantly, after taking the superpower, always baits Rock Slide. Durant's going to go -1, -1. So, because he sees kill, he cannot set up with Swords Dance, so this is just guaranteed Rock Slide. We could go back to Goon to try to get another superpower in, but I'd rather just go to Nidoking here. That's the plan. Now, because he's faster, we do not show kill to him, and because he has Sash, he is very likely to Swords Dance here. It's not guaranteed, but he's very likely to. He could attack with X-Scissor. If he does, that's fine. Or should be fine, hopefully. We're gonna Bulldoze. Okay. So now he's slower than us. So now because he's slower than us, we show fast 2-shot, so he should never be able to click Swords Dance now. We don't really want to Earthquake probably, because if we Earthquake, we might put him into Swarm, and that might mess up our damage ranges. It probably doesn't matter, but to just be super, super safe, we'll go for Super Fang first. This should keep him at a Swarm, I think. I didn't calc it. That actually does look like it's in Swarm. But he went for Superpower anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're going to take this kill, and that should get us Dugtrio, which is what this puzzle resolves around. Dugtrio is faster than us, sees kill with Earthquake, and has Arena Trap, which is why we have the Shed Shell on our Nidoking. It's guaranteed Earthquake. We're going to swap into Viv. Immune to Earthquake because we're Flying type, and because we're Flying type, we are not trapped by Arena Trap. This is guaranteed Stone Edge now. We're going to go back to Obstagoon. Alright, and we are going to Sucker Punch, take this kill. And last of all, that leaves Bisharp, who does have Sucker Punch, but this should just be Iron Head. Because we don't show kill, he shouldn't be able to Pursuit. I should be above 40%. Yeah, I'm above 40%, so this can never be Pursuit. This is always Iron Head. So we can just go to Garchomp, and then Garchomp EQ takes the kill. And that's that. It's -1 Citrus, unfortunately, but Citruses are a limited resource in this game. We do not have a Flyer with us, do we? You don't learn Fly. No. Okay. Gotta run back. take the long way home. We have about, I think, 8 more fights before we get to our next boss battle. The next boss battle is Lily Cove Rival. And because we are running Penguin this run, it's considered one of the hardest rival battles in the game. And since we are New Game Plus Plus, we do not have any of the good counters for it. So we're going to be sending some very hopeful lines against that fight. It is a very not fair fight if you're unfamiliar with it. It has Megaseptile, Galarian Moltres, a Garchomp that sets up rocks, a Machamp that can, if you're not careful, substitute on you, an Alakazam that can Nasty Plot in you. This Melmetal is always a demon, and this specifically the Galarian Moltres with Fiery Wrath is a real pain in the butt. And it has Berserk with Iapapa. It's just very, very difficult to deal with if you don't have the right encounters for it. We are on to this double battle. This double battle is blocking our next encounter. We will get one more encounter here very shortly after this if we don't wipe. And we have a 66% chance to get the Mon we want. Everything else is very not as good. So I think in this doubles battle, I have looked at this previously. I have not totally figured this one out yet. Let's get an export. The gimmick of this fight is that you have 2 neutralizing gas Weezings, and then you have a slacking with Truant, who gets his ability neutralized, and so now he can send off these massive, brutal attacks every single turn. The plan I have, I think, was that Starmie doesn't show any kills to the slacking as long as we are not holding an item, which is part of the issue. Because not holding an item, we are not guaranteed to one-shot this Weezing Galar. We are guaranteed to one-shot the regular Weezing, but just not the Galarian one. So what we are hoping to do, I think, is bait like return out of this slacking and then have someone else be able to swap in. Or possibly if we could bait Fire Punch, that also would be very, very good. But I don't think Viv can guarantee us bait us Fire Punch. And neither can Swampert. You obviously cannot. And Hitmontop obviously only baits return as well. Do I have anyone who can bait Fire Punch? We need to specifically not bait Earthquake. I don't see anyone in my box. Maybe Ludicolo? No, it's turn. It's very hard to bait Fire Punch out of this guy. If we still had our Escavalier, I bet our Escavalier would bait Fire Punch, though. Shame that we lost him on Winona. Okay, so we might just have to go with our second best option. What if we do a follow me line? So like we have Starmie with an item. If we go Black Glasses Starmie, we can bait knockoff kills out of this slacking. And do we bait something with Clefable out of this Weezing? We bait Gunk Shot so we can make sure that he doesn't protect. And what if Clefable with no item follow me, forcing the slacking to knock off into our Clefable, and we take very little damage from it. So we follow me, and Wise Glasses Psychic kill the Weezing before he can kill our Clefable, because we are faster. And then the second Weezing comes in. The second Weezing Won't see kill Uncle Fable guaranteed and could protect. That's what we need to protect against. This would be the first time I've seen someone click follow me's and RunAndBuns outside of the Drake Devils. I'm an innovator, man. What can I say? Desperation breeds innovation.